Hello, everybody. We're week 7 into quantitative reasoning, and we're going to be looking at linear algebra, real basics, really simple basics. First one is simplifying algebraic expressions. We'll do 5 questions for each of these topics, so that's going to be 20 questions. This will give you a better idea on how to do linear algebra. First things first, simplifying algebraic expressions. Let's delve into questions. So question number 1 says 3x plus 5. I'll do question number 1 here. 3x plus 5 plus 2x minus 7 plus 4x. First things first, I'll write all the terms with that have an x. I'll rearrange the whole thing so that I can write everything that has an x together. That's going to be 3x plus 2x plus 4x. And the rest of the terms, for example, that has a 5 and a 7, I'll write them separately. So plus 5 plus 7. Let's add them. So 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 4 is 9. So together is going to be 9x plus 7 plus 5 is 12. And we're done. Do not try to add these two things because they're not like terms. They're unlike terms. Number 2, let's do constant is -3, +8. And the terms with a variable are 6a plus 2a minus a. So let's put them together. 6a plus 2a minus a. And for the constants, I'm going to write -3 plus 8. So 6a minus 2a, 6a plus 2a, that would be 8a. 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 minus 1 is 7, so altogether it's going to be 7a. -3 plus 8 is +5, so that's going to be 7a plus 5 altogether. Question number 3. Number 3 says 7m plus 4n negative 3m plus 2n plus m. So again, I'll do 7m and negative 3m and plus m. I'll write them together. And the other ones, 4n and 2n, I'll write them separately. So what it's going to look like is 7m minus 3m plus 2m. And the rest are 7m minus 3m plus m, and the rest are plus 4n plus 2n. So that's going to look like 7 minus 3. 7 minus 3 would be 4. 4 plus 3 is 5. So 5 and 4 plus 2 is 7. So 4 plus 2 is 6. So it's going to be 6n. Okay, let's do another. Here we go. Constants is 6, -10, and the variables, the term that has a variable are and 9y, -4y, plus 3y. So let's write all the yellow ones together. So 9y, -4y, plus 3y. And the next is plus 6 minus 10. Okay. 9 minus 4 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. So that's 8y. Plus 6 minus 10 is 4. So that's going to be 8y minus 4. Let's do the last one. The last one would be 5. Let me highlight them. So 5p minus 3p plus p. 5 minus, I'll write them first. 5p minus 3p plus p. And the rest of the terms are q terms. So plus 2q plus 7q. So that's going to get me plus 2q plus p. No, plus 2q plus 7q. Right, 5 minus 3 would be 2. 2 plus 1 would be 3. So that's going to be 3p. Plus 7, 8, 9. So that's going to be 9q. And we're done. So that's how you simplify. It's all about adding the like terms together. Okay, so I hope it makes sense. Let's take a look at the next one, which is simple factorization. Let's take a look at these. Simple factorization. So simple factorization, you have to look for something that's common. So in 6 and 12, I can notice that they're both multiples of 6. 6 ones are 6 and 6 twos are 12. So if I were to take out 6 as a common, I'll be left with 6 inside, and because 6 times 2 is 12, so I'll put 2 inside. Okay. 8 and 4, if you focus on 8 and 4, you'll find a common multiple, which is common factor, which is 4. If I take out 4, 4 times 2 would be 8, so I'll take a 2y minus 4 times 1 is 4. So I'll put a 1 inside. Take a guess. I think I'll take out 5 as a common. So 5. A minus 5 threes are 15. So 3. And do not forget to write a b right next to it. Then you have is 3. There's 9 and 3. So I'll take out 3 as a common. 3. 3 threes are 9. So I'll be left with 3x minus 3 ones are 3. I won't write 1y. I'll just write y. Over here, 21 and 14. There are multiples of 7. So 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. So 2m plus 3. And that is simple, really simple factorization. I hope it makes sense. Let's take a look at the third one. The third one says solving linear equations. Algebraic. We'll do this one first. Solution of linear equations. Solve these linear equations. So let's do the first one. 4x, write on the question first. 4x plus 7. 4x plus 7 equals 3x plus 19. Okay, send 3x over to this side, send 7 over to this side. So if 3x, and whenever they change side, they change the sign as well. So 4x, 3x, when it comes over to this side, it becomes negative 3x equals. 19 was already there. When 7 went to the other side, it became negative 7. 4 minus 3x is just x. 19 minus 7 is 12. And that is my answer. Okay. Let's do number 2. Number 2 says 5x minus 8 equals 2x plus 13. So that's going to give me, let's send 2x to this side and 8 to the other side. So I'm going to get 5x minus 2x equals 13 was already there. And I'll plus 8 over this side. And that is going to give me 5x minus 2x is 3x. 18 plus it's going to be 21. X is going to be 21 over 3. 3 times 7 is 21. So I'm going to get x equals 7. Right, number 3. 3 times x plus 4 equals 2x plus 17. I'm going to first multiply 3 with everything that's inside. So that is going to get me 3x plus 12 equals 2x plus 17. And 3x, I'll now switch their positions. So 2x goes over to this side and 12 changes the side. So that's going to be 3x minus 2x equals 17 minus 12. 3x minus 2x is just x, and 15 minus 12 is 3. I think 5. 5. Yeah. Okay. I hope it makes sense. I hope it's not so bad. Take a look at question number 4. 4 times 2x minus 3 equals 3x plus 13. Let's see. 4 times 2 would be 8x. 4 times 3 would be, that's negative 12 equals 3x plus 13. Now send 3x over to this side, 12 over to the other side, and that's going to get me 8x minus 3x equals 13 plus 12. 8 minus 3 would be 5x equals 13 plus 12 would be 25. So x equals, if I were to divide both, 5 is being multiplied. If it goes over to the other side, it gets divided. So 25 divided by 5, I'm going to get the answer of x equals 5. Okay, let's do the last one. I'm doing it wherever I can find space. Number 5, and that is 6x plus 5 equals 2 times 2x plus 9. So let's do the multiplication first. 6x plus 5 stays over to this side. 2 times 2x would be 4x. And 2 times 9 would be 18. So send 4x over to this side, 5 over to the other side. So that's going to get me 6x plus 4x equals 18 minus 5. 6 less plus 4x is going to be 10x. 18 minus 5 would be 12. That is going to be x divided 13 maybe. And this is going to be 13 over 10. You can either keep it this way or you can put it in the calculator and get x equals 1.3, and that's it. So we did solutions of linear equations as well. We did this, we did this, we did this. Let's take a look at the last one. Algebraic solutions of two linear equations. This is it's going to be a little lengthy, so you have to pay. The working is multi-step, they're not like one or two step questions. So you have to be a little careful here. Let's do it step by step and watch this carefully. Solve the following linear equations, and we're gonna solve them simultaneously. Basically, when we say linear, whenever we say linear, we mean they represent a straight line, right? And when we say solve the following system of linear equations, when we say system of linear equations, so you can see there are two equations, right? So each of these equations represent a line. Okay, each of these equations represent a line, and when we say solve, which means we're looking at their points of intersection. Where do they meet? And that point could be, that point is x comma y. Now x could be 5, y comma 3. It could be any number. So when it says solve the system of linear equations, what it essentially means, find the point of intersection of these lines. Okay, because we have two lines in a this thing called a curly bracket, and you have to work out their point of intersection. Okay, let's do it very, very carefully. Number one, we have two equations, x plus y equals 9 and x minus y equals 3. Okay. What you can do is add the two equations. Okay, adding the equations. Whenever you're adding the equations, make sure that you have something that you can cancel out. I can very clearly see if I were to add the equations plus y and negative y, because they're opposites of each other, they will cancel out. Okay, so I'm going to write x plus y equals 9 and x minus y equals 3. Now, what is it that will cancel out? There's a positive y and there's a negative y, they'll cancel out. Okay, x plus x, we just learned addition. X plus x is 2x. So all right, 2x equals 9 plus 3 is, well, I think 12, right? And you can find out the value of x. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. Now we have the value of x. But we said when we say solve, we mean we have to find out the value of x and y. Okay, so once you got a value of x, put x as any equation you want. You have two equations, right? So you can put in x in any equation. For example, let's put this in this equation. X is equal to, we have this equation, x plus y equals 9. Put x is equal to 6. And we say put x is equal to 6, which means wherever you see x written down, in place of x, write 6. So 6 plus y equals 9. 9 is going to be y minus 6. And y minus 6 is going to be 3. So once you have the value of x and the value of y, you're done. Okay, so your final answer is going to be, you have to write it in the form of x comma y. Okay, x is 6, instead of x, write 6, instead of y, write 3. And that is your answer. Okay, I know it's a little multi-step. Let's take a look at a few more questions to get a better idea. 2x plus y equals 11. 2x plus y equals 11. And x plus y equals 6. Okay, now if you notice, if I were to add them, there is no variable which will cancel out, because if I were to add them directly, 2x plus 3x is going to be 3x, y plus y is going to be 2y. It doesn't help. Okay, so let's multiply. Let's call this equation 1. Let's call this equation 2. We have to find a way that when we add them, if we add them, one variable should cancel out. So let's multiply. If somehow I can find a way to make this positive y a negative y, then I can cancel this out, right? So let's multiply. Um, let's change. You're allowed to do that, by the way. Let's change signs of, or I think it's a better way of saying it would be, let's multiply both sides of equation 2 by -1. Okay, so you have equation 2, x plus y equals 6. Let's multiply both sides by a -1. Multiply by -1, multiply by -1. So what it does is, I think I should write it this way, -1 and negative. What it does is it changes the sign in everything. 1 multiplied by -x is going to be -x, and that is going to be -y equals -x. Okay. Now, if I were to add the two equations, I'll write the other equation beneath it. So that is going to be 2x plus y. Let's call this equation 3. Okay, we now have a third equation. Let's call this equation 3. Okay. Now, if you carefully notice, in equation 1, you have a positive y. In equation 3, you have a negative y. I can now add these equations. Add equation 1 and 3 to so that one of them will cancel out. One of the variables will cancel out. Let's write them equation 1 first. 2x plus y equals 11 and minus x minus y equals -6. Okay, I can instantly see this canceling out. Okay, right. 2x minus x is just going to be x is equal to this canceled out. 11 minus 6 is just 5, and we got the answer. We got the value of x, which is 5, right? Let's work out the value of y. Now, you can put x in any equation you want. Let's put x equals 5 in equation 1. Okay, so equation 1 is 2x plus y equals 11. 2x plus y equals 11. Wherever you see x, put a 5. So 2 times, I'm going to get 2 times 5 plus y equals 11. 2 5s are 10. 10 plus y equals 11. If I were to isolate y, I'll send 10 over to this side. So it's going to become 11 minus 10, which is going to be 1. Okay, we got the value of x and y. So our answer is going to be 5, 1. That is the answer for number 2. I'm going to do 5 of them so that you can get a better idea. I would recommend take a pause and try number 3. Again, the problem is the same. And the problem is we have a positive y and we have again a positive y. So we'll have to multiply the equation number 3 by a -1. Try, give it a shot. Let's take a look at question number 3. So for this question, what we can do is we can multiply this side by, let's call this equation 1, let's call this equation 2. Let's multiply equation 2 by -1. Okay, so -1 times x plus y equals 7 times -1. So -1 and over here -1. So that's going to change. But basically what we mean by multiplying by -1 is we want to change the sign of everything. So that's going to be -x, -y equals -7. Let's call this equation 3. Let's add equation 1 and equation 3. So equation 1 is 3x plus y equals 13. And equation 3 is -x, -y equals -7. And the way we did, the reason that we did it because we could cancel out a y. So 3x minus x would be 2x equals 13 minus 7 would be 4, I think. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 6. Sorry. X equals 6 divided by 2 and x is equal to 3. That's what I'm going to get. X equals 3. Okay, next. Not we have to find the value of x, but also we have to find the value of y. So put x is equal to 3. Any equation you want. Let's put this equation 2. Make sure you put in, try to put it in the simplest equation so that you don't have to do a lot of maths. X plus y equals 7. Instead of x, put a 3. 3 plus y equals 7. Y is equal to 7 minus 3. Y is equal to 4. And you got our answer. Make sure that you don't stop here. You write it as you write your answer as, answer 3, 4. Write x first and then write y. Perfect. Let's do question number 4. So question number 4 is going to be, again, okay, over here, this is 2y, this is y. We can also cancel out x as well. So how about we multiply this side by -1, and what you can do is multiply this whole equation by -2. So that way this thing is going to become -2y. Okay, let's do that. Multiply, let's call this equation 1, let's call this equation 2. Multiply equation 2 by -2. Okay, so -2 times x plus y equals 6 times -2. -2 times x is going to be -2x, -2y equals 6 times -2 is -12. And let's call this equation 3. Okay, now let's add equation 1 and equation 3. So equation 1 was x plus 2y equals 10, and equation 3 was -2x, -2y equals -12. So instantly 2y cancels out, positive 2y and -2y, and I'll be left with, so x minus 2x is -x equals 10 minus 12 is -2. Now cancel negative on both sides, or simply multiply both sides by -1, and you're going to get x equals 2. Okay, you could simply cancel out it. I mean, okay, I'll do it properly. Multiply both sides by a -1, -1 times -1 times -x equals -1 times -2. And that's going to make everything positive, so x equals to 2. We found out the value of x. Put x equals to 2 in any equation you want. You have equation 1, 2, and 3. Let's put this in equation 2. Because the equation looks simple. Equation 2 is x plus y equals 6. Instead of x, I'm going to put 2. So 2 plus y equals 6. Y equals 6 minus 2, because we're sending 2 over to the other side. That is going to be y equals 4. So the answer will be 2, 4. I hope it makes sense. Let's do the last one, number 5. And this time, I'm going to cancel out x. Okay, because we've been canceling out y. We canceled out y over here. We canceled out the y over here. We canceled out the y over here. Let's try canceling out x. Let's see if it works. So to cancel out x, there should be a -2x. Right? So let's multiply equation 2 by -2. Equation 1 and equation 2. So -2 times x plus y equals 7 times -2. That is going to be -2x, -2y equals -14. Let's call this equation 3, right? Now add equation 1, equation 3, right? So equation 1 is 2x plus 3y equals 19. And equation 3 is -2x, -2y equals 14. So that's going to get me, well, first things first, 2x will cancel out. Okay, so we're finding out y first. We can do that. That's not a problem. 3y minus 2y equals to y. 9 plus 14. Interesting. 9 plus 14 will be 23, if I'm not wrong. No, wait, 32. 33. Yeah, 33. Okay, put y equals to 33 in any equation you want. Let's put this in equation 2. Put y equals 33 in equation 2, which is x plus y equals 7. And y is 33, so x plus 33 equals 7. X equals 7 minus 33. And that is going to be 7 minus 33. I'm shamelessly using a calculator here. -26. So the answer is going to be -26 comma 33, and that's that. I hope it makes sense, right? So you can cancel out any variable you want, as long make sure that they're cancelable, right? If you have just 2x and just 2x, if you're adding them, they won't cancel out unless this is -2x. Okay, so make sure you have equal and opposite terms that can be cancelled out.